Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green, I'm here with you once again, people. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for meeting me here. It'd be kind of awkward if I showed up and nobody was here, huh? That's not the case. You guys fucking love me. Thank you. What is today? Wednesday. That means double impact, triple threat. Myself, Gabe, Sean. Tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we break down action movies from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And tonight, it is no different. We are continuing our 5 Clint Eastwood movie saga. Let's see. We got Fistful of Dollars, Dirty Harry, Pale Rider. That's not a bad streak, is it? Fistful of Dollars, Dirty Harry, Pale Rider, and tonight, Gran Torino. Can't wait. I've seen that movie a couple times before. I'm in the middle of it now. Spoiler alert. I'm to the part where Clint Eastwood's character, Walt, is becoming friends with the Mon girl next door. So it's already, we've already seen the scene where Clint Eastwood's son is in the movie, Scott Eastwood. So I'm excited to finish that one up. But tonight we will be breaking down scene by scene. And when I say scene by scene, that's what I mean. Gran Torino tonight, double impact. Myself, Gabe Shant. I will put the link in the description box right now. Tell that bitch to make me some blueberry pancakes right now. What movie is that from? Huh? What movie is that from? Tell that bitch to get in there and make me some blueberry pancakes right now. Thank you very much, Mr. Kojak, who loves you, baby. Thank you for the Hamilton. He says, quote, Neck Buddy was in rare form, even sporting a suit. Not very coherent, as usual. Now, sometimes the planets align because I was thinking about doing this. I was thinking about some cross-pollination, if you will, because yesterday on JG Live on Rumble, let's see, is it this one? Yeah. So yesterday when I was on JG Live on Rumble, I played a clip of Fetterman speaking live into a microphone in front of the U.S. Senate because he is a U.S. senator. So that makes sense. He was there talking. And when I say talking, I mean his mouth was moving, sound was coming out. Now, I'll give him that. He was talking, sound was coming out. But did that sound make sense? Did that sound paint a picture or tell a story that you could follow? And the answer is hell no. Come on now. But what I wanted to do was play some of that from yesterday and then play some audio from my son because I compared the two. Yeah, Fetterman here, he's in his 50s, U.S. Senator, newly elected and newly back to work. Remember, he took a couple months off at Walter Reed, severe depression and all that, right? So he's back on the job, and this is the first time seeing him in a suit since he had his swearing in with the Ugandan nightmare and his family. Normally, he looks like he's about to hoop it up at the Y. But I played Fetterman speaking, and then I played my son speaking, and I asked, who would you rather have as a U.S. Senator for the state of Pennsylvania? Because let me tell you something. This shit was sad. So, Mr. Kojak, I thank you for bringing that up. And I'm going to do just that right now. I'm going to play a little clip of Fetterman doing his best. And then I'll play some audio from my son telling me a story about playing with his toys in the shower.
Is it a staggering responsibility that the head of a bank could literally crash our economy? It's astonishing. That's like if you have I mean, like, and they also realize is that now they have a guaranteed way to be saved by no matter by how, you know. So it's you know, isn't it appropriate that this kind of control should be more stricter to prevent this kind of thing from going? Or should we just go on and start bailing and sailing whoever bank, regardless of how
bailing and sailing
their conduct is? You know, I'll give you an example. The Republicans want to give a work requirement for SNAP. You know, for
I've heard of bailing out a bank, but I've never heard of sailing out a bank. But don't worry, he'll say it again.
A hungry family has to have this kind of penalties or some kinds of word working requirements. You need to have some word working requirements. Shouldn't you have a working requirement after we sail your bank with billions of your bank? Because they seem to be more preoccupied than SNAP and requirements for works for hungry people, but not about protecting the taxpayers, you know, that will bail no matter whatever does about a bank to crash it.
Whatever it does about a bank to crash it, man. That's all you need to know.
Sure.
He said, Chair. Like that was a mic drop moment. Just imagine being his kids and they're supposed to be getting chastised by this fool. Well, you shouldn't have thrown the ball over the house, and then it broke, and you sail it to the neighbor, and now we have to eat hot dogs. Okay, so that was John Fetterman, 50-some-year-old full-grown man, United States Senator for the state of Pennsylvania, and this is my 7-year-old son explaining to me the battle going on with his toys. You have Batman and his wife and the crew against Buffy. Buffy is this action figure that his aunt got him, and it's this really buff dude. So he calls him Buffy, and he's talking about their battle. Tell me which one makes more sense.
Children, because they're powerful together. They're powerful that two big men. That's how strong they are together.
Mm-hmm.
So they're really strong. Then we need a crew. And Batman and his wife just kept kicking and punching, and then the last dude, he was huge and he was ultimate Batman, and Batman said hello, and he was like bye, and then he kicked the heck out of it, and like oh, and then he fell down and then he broke his back.
Dang.
Batman didn't even say a word. He was just like. He didn't even say one word.
I don't know about you guys, but if I had to cast a vote, I'm casting it for my 7-year-old. I'm casting my vote for him because he made way more sense. He wasn't talking about bailing and sailing or whatever that was, and then crashing banks. He made sense. My son made sense. He was telling you that Batman and his wife were fighting against Buffy. Batman broke his back, and he didn't even say a word. I could follow what he said much easier than what a United States senator said who has brain damage. Could you not follow that story? I'd much rather have my 7-year-old. If we're basing it off their speaking abilities, was it auditorical? If they were basing it off of his oratorical abilities, if you're basing it off of their oratorical abilities, you got to go with the 7-year-old. I know I'm biased because I made him or helped make him. But come on, guys. Imagine little Junior in a suit behind the microphone. Way better than Fetterman. And I'll guarantee you this, he'll wear a suit every day. If my son got elected to the United States Senate, he's not going to wear sweatpants and a hoodie. I promise you. I don't know, guys. You tell me. Am I biased? Am I wrong? Or did my son not make more sense than fucking John Fetterman? Neck buddy Fetterman. Anybody seen his wife yet? Remember, she dipped out to Canada because of the news coverage was too much when he went in the hospital. Has she been seen back in America? Hoser. Thank you very much, Christian, up there in Canada. Eh? What are you talking about? So let's start with a laugh. A stork will always bring a baby. A swallow never will. You got that right. And that's words of wisdom from Canada. That's words of wisdom from up north. America's hat. And another one. Feeling generous up there. I appreciate it. Thank you again. He says, Fetterman, he sounds as great as Trudeau. You mean Justin Castro, right? Or you guys call him Trudeau? I call him Castro because he looks just like Fidel Castro. That makes sense. I think his mom was spending some time. Thank you, Mr. Kojak, again. He says, I'm sure your son will not only be more understandable, but also do a better job. I guarantee you my son will do a better job. I guarantee you. I don't make a lot of guarantees in life, and I don't make a lot of promises. I credit my kids with that. Kids will keep you in check. If you make a promise, you got to keep that shit. So I don't deal out these promises loosely. But he'll do a better job than Fetterman. Shout out to all you guys in here. I appreciate it. Members and non-members alike. I am so glad you are here. Okay, so I'm seeing in here that, yeah, you guys agree. Okay, good. I thought I was tripping, but yeah, you guys agree. My son would do a better job than John Fetterman in the United States Senate. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Holy hell. What was that? Bailing and sailing. What does that mean? Bail out a bank. Got it. Bail you out of a bad situation. Got it. Sail you out. Like, unless you're talking about an actual sailboat, then I don't know what that means. Sail you out. Is that a Pennsylvania slang, a term or something? We're going to sail you out, fool. Is that what they say in Pennsylvania? Just wondering. Hoser. Again, hey, man. Keep it coming. Good question, man. He says, or thank you, first of all. Says, I haven't seen Fetterman's family, but why do the U.S. loons always threaten us with moving here? I don't know, man. They think, number one, they think it's that easy to get into Canada and become a citizen. They think it's as easy to go to other countries as it is for people to come to this one. Illegally, I mean. But they think they're just going to go to Canada. I'm a citizen now simply because I'm here. But there are a lot of requirements to become a Canadian citizen. Like you have to speak French, and I think you have to speak without an accent. And then all the other things that most other countries require of you to legally become a citizen to their country. You have to take a test, multiple tests. You have to prove that you are a benefit and you are adding something to their economy. You're not a drain on it. Like you can't have a criminal record. You have to have gainful employment. You have to show. I remember a friend of mine, I've mentioned this many times. Shout out to Dave. He was going to be in Mexico for 6 months. He had to show proof of his mental status. They want to make sure you weren't some crazy fucking American coming down there to start some shit. And you know what? They're one of the most important questions was that they asked him, when the fuck are you leaving? Yeah, looking good. Your financial record, your criminal record, all that stuff, you're looking good. But when are you leaving? That was one of their most important questions. How long are you going to be here? When are you going to go home? Valid questions. That's your country, your rules. Y'all heard that growing up. My house, my rules. Your country, your rules. If you don't like the rules, don't go in that country. It's so easy. Why do people make shit difficult? It's easy. You know, likey rules. You know, come here. I understand that. Come on. Thank you, the great Simeon Merriweather. Thank you for the $5 a super sticker, my friend. Appreciate that. Who else? Oh, Luciano says, Jericho, it's not a PA thing. Just individuals who haven't yet mastered the English language. LOL. You know what? I'll play devil's advocate. I'll stick up for Fetterman this one time. I think at one point he had the English language mastered, but then he had that stroke a year ago, and therein lies the problem. Thank you very much. Ranson Shan. Fetterman gave me his number to call if I'm in trouble with a POC perpetrator. 912. I don't. Damn it, Fetterman is going to get people in trouble. That's going to get people in trouble. You're relying on Fetterman because he's a U.S. senator and you should be able to trust him. And he says if you got a problem with a POC, person of color, you call him. Dial 912. It's 911, Fetterman. Damn it, you don't get people hurt out here. It's like, dial 912? You don't fucking know. You don't fucking know. Who ties his shoes? You know it's not him? A bunny ear around? Oh, it's a mess. You know somebody dresses him. Thank you very much. Space Truck and LLC. Appreciate that, man. Says, sup, JG. Hands down, Junior on Neck Buddy. I imagine his 7-year-old self in a suit walking down the halls of Congress. Only difference, his suit has a cape. Yes, it would. Well, it would have a cape or it would have like a ninja mask and it would have holders for 2 swords in the back. And he would have guns tucked in his belt. Guarantee you that. He will be professional, but he's going to put his own spin on it. Guarantee you. He's going to make room for his weapons. That's just how he is. I can't change him. He always makes room for his weaponry, and I respect that. Thank you, Patrick C. He says, Pennsylvania's new slogan, we elect anyone, even you. Me? You got it. It doesn't matter how much brain trauma you have. You will always have a place in PA. Thank you, Simeon Merriweather. Another super sticker. Good looking out, man. Oh, come on, man. Thank you, Christian. Again, our neighbor in the north dropping Canadian knowledge upon us one more time. Oh, hold on. I got you right here. He says, in Canada, you don't need to speak French. Just kiss that way with the ladies. Ooh, all right. So Canadian women like the tongue. There's no pecking up there, huh? Canadian women don't do pecks. It's tongue or nothing. I respect it, ladies. I respect the shit out of it. Simeon, go ahead, man. Thank you, Simeon Merriweather. Appreciate that, man. You generous as fuck. Oh, Charles E. Anderson. Thank you, too. All right, an update on the bubbly, on the suds with Charles E. Anderson. Thank you. Oh, and thank you for the 420. He says, what's crack-a-lacking? 2 Stellas in. Great day. Hey, man, make it 3. Double fist it. You scared. Boom, MK. Another 420. What are you guys doing? MK, thank you for the 420. And they say, because I don't know if you're male or female, I'll match that. Uh-oh, smoke wars. People putting smoke in the air. Oh, thank you. B-Lope, don't give a says his shoes are Velcro. I figured that. So that way he gets a little bit of independence. He thinks he's a big boy because he put on his own shoes. That's a good idea. Broman Dude says we all pregame waiting for you to get. All right, cool. Hey, whatever it takes, man. Hopefully I put on a good show. But yeah, that's smart. You know, in parenting, you do that when your kids get a certain age and they start doing things on their own. You want to make them think, you know, oh, you're doing good. You're doing big things. You're doing things on your own. You're getting some independence and allowing Fetterman to have Velcro on his shoes. That makes him feel like he's part of it and doing something. Very smart handlers. Oh, sweet Dick Malone with the $2.69. 2.69. Better than 1. Says I give Australian kisses down under. Of course you would do that. Of course, the first person to throw a coin into the play fountain. Oh, sweet Dick Malone. Much respect, man. I guess you got to kiss everywhere. Just make sure when you're kissing down under, you don't run into a pigger. Look out for that pigger. Love doing that. Christian, thank you. He says, speaking of tongues, my children are beautiful because I did not make them with my face. Hey, lucky them, man. Lucky them. What's your son up to? Is he out there making Canada a safer place? From Justin Castro. Ranting Shan again, thank you. He says, what song could work as Fetterman's theme? What comes to mind is that boop 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 boop. You know, you crank that. That's what I would think of. Too bad there's not a song called because that would be it. But I don't know of a song called that. So that's what comes to mind. The Amazing Wong. Thank you. JG, Sesame Street just welcomed their first Filipino-American puppet. Yay! Who gives a fuck? Why did they're puppets? Why do they even have races? They're fucking puppets. Great. So there's a Filipino puppet. Now what? What does that even mean? Great. Does he look like Bruno Mars? Did he bring lumpia? I don't understand what that even means. That's so dumb. Why do they do that shit? Fuck you. That's so stupid. Why? Now Filipino kids are like, oh, whew. Thank you so much. You can see us in puppet form. That's every kid's dream, right? Every kid's dream is to be seen as a puppet. Great. So, title of the live stream, Woodchipper. Why? I'm going to show you. Let's see. Musafar Krylov says, Missing Jericho on YouTube just got silenced by the censor Nazis. Man, assholes. Don't they know that we're adults? And we've dealt, in life, we've dealt with things much tougher than a fucking YouTube comment section. Leonard S., thank you. He says, if Fetterman was a conservative, the corrupt media would relentlessly and overwhelmingly demand his resignation. That is the difference, for sure. Look at fucking Sloppy Joe. If Trump was like that, it'd be Article 25, or be the 25th Amendment, like you wouldn't believe. They'd be calling for his senile dumbass to step down immediately. And rightfully so. I wouldn't even, as a Trump supporter, I wouldn't even want to see him like, if Trump got in there, was acting like that, was behaving in like Sloppy Joe, come on. We'd have to have an honest conversation and be like, you know what? Hey, that's our boy, but you fucking up, man. You can't even read a sentence off of a gigantic teleprompter. We'd have to be honest with ourselves. And Tammy A., I did not miss it. It didn't pop up. If you put it up before 105, then I won't see it. But I went and looked twice, went back and looked twice at all of them, and it's not in there. So I apologize. Sorry about that. Susan Wojcicki, former CEO of YouTube. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Chicago complaining about being a sanctuary for criminals is hilarious. It is, the irony. You guys, this is what you wanted, and now that you got it, you're complaining and you're protesting. Now that's the funny part. This is what gets you out of your homes and into the streets and in front of a podium and at the city council meetings, is them bringing in some fucking illegals. Not the pile of bodies to the moon and back. That didn't do anything for you. Not the way that little googly-eyed, slimy-faced troll handled things during the Sweet and Sour Sniffles lockdown. That didn't get you out. That didn't motivate you. But now that they're giving the illegals things that they won't give you, now you're pissed. I told you, that creates animosity. When you give something to one and not the other, the one that have-nots get pissed. And not only are you giving something to illegals, but they're giving it to them right in your face. They are reopening schools and buildings in your fucking neighborhood for other people. And when it's up and running, I guarantee you they won't let your black ass in there. Good job. Good job, Chicago. Hey, Chicago. Good job, people. Now you want to get mad? Should have been mad a long time ago, and you wouldn't be in the predicament that you're in right now. Thank you again for the 3 birthday coffee, me and Meriwether. That shit is so stupid. Mike Lane, that's right. New York City's doing the same damn thing. This is what you wanted. You got de Blasio out of there, and you put Mayor Adams in there, who's doing the same thing. Sanctuary City, bring them on in. We have an obligation. He said New York City has an obligation to absorb these people. You have an obligation, New York City. You can't ignore it. You have to do it. You have to scooch over. Scooch over and let these illegals come on in. Come on now. So don't start crying now. I don't want to hear that shit. Be quiet. When you get an ass whooping when you were a kid and your parents say, that's enough crying. Stop all that damn crying. That's what I want you to do, New York City. Shut up. This is what you wanted. This is what you voted for. And I feel sorry for the people who didn't vote for it. I feel sorry for the people who got swept up in the stupidity, in the wokeness, in the open borders. Man. Lori Ann, NYC just kicked out homeless vets out of the hotels for illegals. That's right. They sent them 20, 30 minutes away upstate direction and put the illegals in there. I told you guys about the video the other day. A hotel in downtown New York City that's still on American soil, I believe. Did they sell it to China? I think it's still on American soil, and they wouldn't let a New Yorker in there. No, I'm sorry, it's not for you. This is for migrants. You can't come in here. The fuck you mean I can't come in here? Now, I'm not saying this is what you should do, but it sure would feel good too, wouldn't it? You tell me I can't come in here? The nerve. But can you blame them? Can you blame them for acting like this, for throwing a tantrum and being childish when we've been spoiling them? They're like children. You've been spoiling them. You've been giving them everything they haven't earned. So of course they're going to act like this. Boy, I'm telling you. They just want a better life. What's your problem, American citizen? Thank you, Christian, yo hoser. He says, how about some sweet ladies wear red beans and rice? Didn't miss her for super chats. Baby got back. Hey, man, I'm always glad to talk about that song. He starts right off the bat telling you what he likes and what he doesn't like. And you have to respect somebody who lets you know up front what they're all about. He said, I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers, you can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. You want to pull up tough because that jean, notice him, that butt was stuffed deep in the jeans she's wearing. He said he's hooked. Can't stop staring. Oh, baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. But my homeboys, they try to warn me. That butt she got make me so horny. Could you make a song today with the line, me so horny, in it? I wish you could. Thank you, Tammy A. See, I can't see this on my computer. It only shows me the little doodads, the little emojis and stuff on my phone. So let me pull that up. Bam. Turn that bitch down. Hold on, we're getting there. Cool. Congratulations, Tammy A. First of all, thank you and congratulations. I'm celebrating my 3 months as your very first member. Love to the best chat anywhere. Love to you, JG, and family. And for that, Tammy A, let's do it one more time. You never forget your first, people. Never. Hold on, we got a few more here and we're going to get started. We're going to get in that ass like a bike with no seat. Bam. Here we go. Spun bearing 65, I think. Thank you, Spun Bearing, for the Hamilton. And he says, Biden has a sponsor in Hoover Vacuum. He's the best spokesman for a company that builds suck, and blow products. Please say hi to Miss Roxy Sue as she recovers from a bladder infection. Please, quick recovery to Miss Roxy Sue. Bladder infection, that's serious stuff. What do you need? Cranberry juice. Right, drink plenty of cranberry juice, Miss Roxy Sue. Speedy recovery. Thank you for being here. DMW shots 24/7. Thank you for being here too, man. Come on, man. And okay, boom. GJB Films, I thank you as well. GJB Films, thank you. Says, hey, Jericho, Canadian soon to be American. Congratulations. We welcome you. What's your opinion on the men who want a traditional woman but aren't traditional themselves? Well, you can't. You can't demand something that you can't bring. That's like having a boss at work that can't do your job, but they're in charge of you. I believe if you're a boss or somebody, you have to be able to do all the tasks beneath you to be the boss or the supervisor. Because whatever I have a question about what I'm doing, I need your knowledge to help me out. So I think in order to get a traditional woman, you would have to be a traditional man, or that's not going to work. If you're not a traditional man, she's not going to want you, because it's a two-way street. Tradition. It's not just give me a traditional woman and I can be this new wave, fucking soft handshake, nose in my phone, man bun wearing dipshit. She's going to want a traditional man to reflect her traditional ways. So I think she would probably leave a dude who wasn't traditional, because it goes both ways. If you want a traditional woman, you got to be a traditional man. She's home making your house a home, raising the kids and all that kind of shit. You come home to a cold beer and a hot meal. Well, that means you got to get out there and bring home the damn bacon. And I think it's great. I don't have a big problem with tradition. We need a little tradition. We need to go back to the way we used to do things in some aspects of our society. I think we can all agree on that shit, right? Thank you, Mike Lang, for the Twomsky. Swinging for the damn fences, Mike. Thank you. Careless. Good looking out. Sure appreciate that. Thank you, Careless. So the blacks in Chicago are more upset about illegals and their kids getting murdered in the streets every week. Weird. Right? I'd be more upset about that damn body count than some damn illegals coming there. But, they got their priorities all fucked up. And that really sucks, because it's only going to get more dangerous. And that's really sad. Yeah, imagine that. Chicago getting more dangerous. Holy shit. America's shooting range is about to go off. Because it's not all little, they just want, let them in. There aren't just people like that. There's some bad hombres coming up here from south of the border. Let's be honest. Mental medalist wife, thank you for the Hamilton, the $10 a super sticker. Thank you very much. It's about to get fucking bad in Chicago. All these places where they're piping in all these foreign nationals who don't give a fuck about America. They want to be in America. They don't want to be American. That's the sad truth. So you got some bad folks coming up here who did bad shit back home, bad shit on the way up here, and bad shit when they get here. What's the penalty? They're going to get deported? Ooh, you're going to deport me and I'm just going to walk. I'm going to walk out of eyesight and then just come back the next day? Ooh, I'm so scared, federal government. Ooh. You're going to make me go over the border and turn around and come back. Oh, what an inconvenience. R. Gaston. I don't even know how to say that, but I thank you for the Hamilton. Larry is the white guy. People think he's funny. Where's that from? I feel like that sounds familiar. I don't know, but I'm thankful. Thank you, Hoser, again, making it rain from up north. Christian says, I'd love to see a Two Live Crew 30th anniversary tour. Suck it, Karens. Hey, that would be something. I don't know what those dudes are looking like these days. Can they do that? Pump, 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 get it, get it. Get on the phone and check that booty. I don't know, man. Sometimes you got to know when to tap out. Simeon Merriweather, thank you again. Michael Walsh, I thank you too, man. So that is all for now. It looks like it is. Let me show you why I titled this Woodchipper. One simple word. Didn't need any more than that. You know exactly what I mean when I say Woodchipper. You know the type of folk who should probably fall in one. And I'm going to show you. Ready for your anger blood? I usually don't do anger blood right off the bat, but why not? Let's get this plasma party started. Now, hold on. This says rooftop bar in Melbourne. That's in Australia. Crikey. Had drag performers singing ass everywhere. Okay, a bunch of adults, ass everywhere. Yeah, shake your adult ass everywhere. While encouraging a child, to twerk in front of a group of adults. Wait a minute. Rooftop bar, Melbourne, had drag performers singing ass everywhere while encouraging a child to twerk in front of a group of adults. Say it isn't so, but we know it is. Hands on the wall, hands on the wall, hands on your ankle, feet on the ground, let's go, hands everywhere. Woodchipper, 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 Woodchipper. I mean, it's gonna burn up because there's too much fodder for the Woodchipper. Hands everywhere, hands everywhere. I can't watch any more of that shit. I cannot. I've never wished for a roof collapse before in my life. I've never actually wished for a roof collapse. But if there was going to be one, I mean, if you could just imagine in a perfect world, you could stand by the door downstairs as all these people exit, and every single one of them. Are you telling me that every single adult in attendance doesn't deserve this? I think they do. What the fuck was that? I couldn't even. Some shit I just can't watch, man. I can't. To me, that's as bad. That's just like watching some super like gory footage of a death or something like that. Somebody getting murdered. Like some shit I just don't like to watch. And even though that was blurred out, you know what was going on behind that blur. Why in the fuck do we live in a world where that can happen? Nobody ran up on that stage and grabbed that kid. Nobody started tossing those adults off the stage. There was a dude who was right now, and I'm not going to play that shit again. I can't watch that footage again. But there was a guy right next to the kid when he said, "Put your hands on your ankles." He showed the kid. He moved the kid's hand. Woodchipper. Anybody got a problem with that? The other end, not the business end, but the other end where it spews out the contents of the woodchipper. Move it to some rural setting. That way the predators in the area can get a free meal. You're helping the ecosystem, man. I think, yeah, old Sweet Dick Malone, I think that was a Big Frida or whatever. Fucking pervert. That's when you cut the mic. What the fuck? Whose kid is this? And make that fool walk the gauntlet to come get him. What the fuck are you talking about? Woodchipper. Patrick C says a woodchipper is too quick. I beg to differ, Patrick C. Not if we go foot first. It don't got to be like a toss. You're not tossing a branch in there. We can slow it down. We can go an inch a day. Whatever you want to do, Patrick C. Don't worry. We can slow it down. Those things got speed controls on them, don't they? That was hundreds of adults watching a child dance provocatively in a sexual manner in front of them. And they're cheering it on, ass everywhere. I want blood and guts everywhere. That's what I want. Oh, you sick fucks. The punishment they deserve should not be newer than the year 1500. I want all punishments for these people to be pre-1500. I want a lot of wood and leather. I want it slow and primitive. Let's make a day out of it, a weekend. What the fuck is this? That shit is sick, man. That's a child. Where are your fucking parents? That's who I want to see first. First, bring me that boy's or girl's parents. I want to see you first. You're going to be the inaugural fodder for our industrial woodchipper. You must. You're allowing this. What the fuck, man? You guys ever seen that movie Misery? Now you see where I'm going with it. No, please. No, please. I'm trying to hear it, bro. I'm going to turn your fucking ankles into carne asada. You ever held up a piece of carne asada before you throw it on the grill? Damn right. You about to have them carne legs. Why not? There was a time where you could have gotten the death penalty for something like that. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Charles Turner Jr., thank you for the Twansky. He says, while I'm ashore for a little bit, I'm on the 4 to 8 watch. A fellow in a man bun just walked past me. Man buns are another bizarre thing that shouldn't be encouraged. Hopefully more places will ban hopefully more places will ban drag shows for minors. How about all of them? Why is this even a topic of discussion? What Alice in Wonderland fucking crazy hole have we fallen down where this is a topic of discussion? Hopefully, more states will do that. That's a shame that that needs to be said. Holy hell. Ass everywhere, guys. Ass everywhere. And all those people were cheering. Yay! Dance, little kid. Dance. Fuck that. Fuck all that. Thank you, Mr. Kojak. He said should have been some rooftop Australians. I'm telling you. I wish they were some rooftop kangaroos who started jumping. That is some sick and twisted shit, people. My goodness. Thank you again, Simeon Merriweather, for the $10 super sticker. Appreciate that. Thank you, Leonard S. He says, from the beginning of civilization, people have realized there is a battle between good and evil. That has not changed. It will not change. There's no other way to explain the people. There's no other way to explain that activity at all. There's no other way to explain that. For you to be up there cheering and chanting for a child to dance in a sexual manner. There's no mental illness. Oh, you ain't got no fucking illness. You got a problem. And your problem is called evil. And there's only one way to deal with that. Kyle Reese told us it can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. So why try? Why try to rehabilitate? Why try to understand? Why try to help? They're beyond that. So let's move on to the punishment phase. Thank you, Spunbang65, for the Hamilton. He says, mining disc, Jericho Green. Yeah, let's mix it up. Nothing's etched in stone. We can try different things. We can be fluid, man. Was told by a deputy coroner of a woodchipper jammed and destroyed by a body. I agree. There are no man buns, just boys with bush sprouts. Okay, hey, because it is a wood chipper. Okay, so it's meant for wood. Wood is much different than our bodies. It's hard. It doesn't, come apart in a gross way like we do. So we can make some modifications. We can let the wood chipper be our foundation. Let it be our empty canvas, and we will create something that fits our needs. I'm sure we can come up with something. All this American ingenuity, I'm sure we can come up with something. We can get maybe one of those. You guys seen those machines, man? They're so damn cool. Chozo Ghost, thank you. Guy with the ponytail, such as myself. Don't F with me, guy with man bun. Here, hold this. Let me try that one more time, Chozo Ghost. Sorry about that. Guy with the ponytail, such as myself. Don't F with me, guy with the man bun. Here, hold this while you F me. That is so damn funny. Thank you, Chozo Ghost. But like I was saying, those machines are robots, whatever the fuck they are. You've seen them in the forest. They'll grab a tree, has a chainsaw on it, grabs it, cuts the tree, turns it sideways, peels all of the branches off of a tree, and then shakes and goes, and the chainsaw just cuts it into sections. Holy shit. That is some of the coolest shit. Maybe we can come up with something like that. It grabs them, turns them sideways. I don't know. We're still in the development phase. We're still spitballing. Thank you, Mr. Comic 2009. He says, have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? To hell with Australia. Well, we don't want to throw the whole country away because there's still some good people down under. But definitely to hell with the people on that roof. But I have thought about, well, I kind of do a podcast because I have on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, some other ones. You can check out my link tree, but they basically rip the audio from this and put it on different platforms. So it is technically a podcast. If you're talking like more of like a studio atmosphere, having guests and all that kind of stuff, I've thought about it. Maybe that's something I'll do, but I'm kind of sharpening my skills here doing my live streams every day. I'm wanting to get to a point where, you know, I can do something like that, or maybe if it turns into a TV show or something like that. But I gotta be ready. I gotta cut my teeth, as they say. But I'm working on it, Mr. Comic. I'm working on it. Anybody know any way to help with that? Shit, email me. JerichoGreen2018@gmail.com. Boom. Joe Mello, thank you. Hey, Jericho and chat. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing all right, Joe. Besides all the things wrong with our country and the spiritual warfare. Yeah, despite the apocalypse outside, I hope everybody's doing all right. Okay. Let's see. Sister Shirley, Jericho. Ever hear of the Bacha Bazi boys in Muslim countries like Afghanistan? I think I have heard of that. Young boys dress up like in drag, performing for men only. Performing, you know how? Oh yeah, that's gross, man. They can get droned up too. They can get droned up for that one. That shit's sick, man. And you got people. Diesel says we need to get Jericho and Gutfeld. I was told by somebody that Greg Gutfeld has seen my stuff before, but it was like a couple years back. Hopefully I've gotten better since then. But yeah, that'd be cool. But you have people who come from countries like that, and not everybody who's in that country. Maybe everybody in that, I don't know how that's possible, because I was going to say not everybody in that country would abide by those rules, but why wouldn't they? Because it's their country, so they don't see anything wrong with it. This is the only life that they know. Just like in our country, 18, that's the age of consent. That's what we know. We're not going to go to another country and be like, oh, 12 is the age of consent? Cool. No, because that's not what we know. So I think it would be the same thing. But you have people that come from countries like that where that's okay. I mentioned this yesterday on my live on Rumble. Or no, I did a short. My bad. I did a short on YouTube, and I also put it on Instagram at JG Talk. But you have these 6 schools in the Bronx in New York. They're going to allow migrants, asylum seekers, to live in the gymnasium. And if you know what time of year it is, kids are still in school. So you have a lot of these South American countries and a lot of these provinces, or whatever you call them, in Mexico, I guess states. I don't know what the fuck. That where the age of consent is 12, 13, 14. You have some African countries where it's 12, some Middle Eastern countries, some European countries. So just like we wouldn't go to another country and adopt their rules, like I said, 12, cool. Nah, that's not our style. They're not going to come to our country and adopt ours. So if they're coming from a place where it says 12 is okay, or 13 or 14, they're not going to come here and say, oh, it's 18 now. Especially when they're not coming here legally. You don't have to earn shit. If you're trying to get into a country legally, you're going to adopt their rules. You're going to follow the guidelines. You're going to do what you have to do to get into that country because you want to be there. But if you don't, and you ain't got to work for shit, you ain't changing nothing. So if 12 is cool down there, 12 is cool up here. And you're going to put them on a campus with a bunch of 12-year-olds? Don't worry, New York parents. There's no perverts in these groups of hundreds of illegals we're bringing here. No, we didn't check. No, we didn't ask them. No, we don't know who the fuck they are. But they look cool. They look nice. They just want a better life. They can't be a pervert. Get the fuck out of here. Frank Power says 20 schools in the gyms. Yeah, yes, that may be true, but what I was saying was there were 6 new ones. They're adding 6 more. That wasn't good enough. They don't want to do it 6 more times. And now the parents are starting to say, whoa, 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 wait. Because when you're voting with your emotions, asylum seekers, look at them. Look at the countries they come from. Look at the squalor. Oh, my. Oh, ay, mi corazón. So they bring them up here. Now, this is the other side of the double-edged sword of illegals. I didn't see this one coming. Holy hell. Oh, I didn't think of the downside to this shit. Yeah. See you, Robert Boycourt. Yeah, dummy. Here's the downside. Now it's reached you. It used to be far away. Downtown Manhattan. They're in the hotels. Who cares? Now it's reached your neighborhood. Now it's reached the Bronx. Shit. Like, whoa, no, stop. Well, should have said that a long time ago. Vote with your fucking brain, not your emotions. I'm sorry, guys. You guys thought that I was only going to give you 1 drop of anger blood, huh? Foolish mortal. Oh, here's something I found on my stories. Just real quick. Like, who the fuck? Who would pull up to a school or come to back to school night or whatever, see this as a teacher and leave their kid there? Who? What the fuck? Who would do that? Look at this motherfucker right here. Shit.
The first day, I had 25 students. By day 2, I had 19 because 6 parents switched out of the class because they saw me. And they were like, there's no freaking way. Before I even got a word in. Do I think that it is okay for a parent to see me and go,
what are you, fucking gay?
The first day.
Bruh, what are you talking about, man? I would see your lipstick wearing ass too and be like, well, we're making a U-turn. We're making a fucking U-turn. The first day, I had 25 students, and the next day I had 19. Because 6 parents took a look at me before I said, what the fuck are you damn right they did? What kind of shoes do you think that dude was wearing? Think he might have had some high heels on? Why not? He came to school wearing pink fucking lipstick. You damn right they looked at you and took their kid out of your class. And shame on the 19 who let him come back. You better wipe that shit off your face and act like an adult. What the fuck? This ain't the weekend. This ain't Moulin Rouge with you and your homeboys. Wipe that shit off your face. Talk and act like a man. Save that weird shit for the weekend, bruh. But, clip that, Tammy. But here you go. These are illegals getting free cell phones, and some of their court dates aren't until 2027. So they got 3.5 years to fucking kick it. Brand new. They're taking them out of the bag. Brand, they still got that new phone smell. Who's this? This is an officer back here. He probably wants to tackle and cuff every single one of these motherfuckers, but he can't. When's the last time the federal government gave you a brand new phone? Everything paid for, because they're not giving them these phones and expecting them to pick up the tab. When's the last time you got a brand new phone in the mail? Look at this shit. You come to our country illegally and we give you a fucking care package? What? People, what the fuck is this? Huh? The motherfuckers got brand new cell phones. You think those are refurbished? They don't even give us refurbished phones. What a funny word. We don't even get refurbished ones. Man, these motherfuckers. And do you think they stopped there? Do you think that the only free thing they gave these people was a free phone? You think the gift stopped there? Come on down. You're the next contestant on Free Shit from America. I'm your host, the federal government. You, sir, over there, you little Oaxaca. Come on over. You, sir, the Chinese national. You, sir, the Pakistani national. And you, sir, the African. Come on down. We have cell phones, food, housing, and medical care here on Free Shit from America. Clip that, Tammy. Can you believe that shit? You better believe it. Damn, Patrick C. took my idea and ran with it. He says nail nuts to tree stumps. Charge $5 per push backwards. Painful and entertaining. I agree. Patrick C., you might be my vice president of punishment. I like the way you think, soldier. Mike Herrera, thank you. He says, hello, JG. Don't you hello, JG me, you Seahawk fan, motherfucker. Just kidding, Mike. Thanks. Leonard S., thank you. He says, Jericho could easily do Gutfeld. I mean, I know you don't mean like do him, but his show. Yeah, I could. I know I could. If I don't believe in me, nobody else will. I know I could do Gutfeld show. All I need is an opportunity. Thank you, Authentically Kennedy, for the Hamilton. She says, with her mom-to-be self, hi, Jericho. I just put you and your family's little gift from me to you guys in the mail. Hope you guys all love everything, and I love honest reviews. Hurt my feelings if you must. You're the best. I doubt that will happen. I'm sure we will love everything, but Authentically Kennedy, I have to come clean. Is this a safe space for honesty? Can I pour my soul out or no? Authentically Kennedy, I lied to you. I told you the other day that I was putting your gift from my little thing I got going over here in the mail. And I had every intention. I won't show your address on the screen, but just know that on the other side of this envelope is your address with a card and some other things, some other accoutrement that I'll be sending. And I said I would put it in the mail the other day, and I did not. I was sidetracked by life. I blame it on my family. But I will get it in the mail to you, I promise. Scouts on it. But thank you. Appreciate that. I look forward to receiving it. Simeon Merriweather. Thank you for another super sticker. Dang, here we go. So nice. I can do that shit twice. Thank you, Simeon. Again. Appreciate that. I have a feeling you're not done yet. Leonard S. says, gotta be dim propaganda preloaded on those phones or an app that connects them to the DNC. Oh, you know it, bro. It comes with the CNN app, all that bullshit on there. They probably turn the phone on and it's, hey, hi, I'm Joe. I'm your president now. Make sure you vote for me and all the free shit will continue. Bet. Thank you again, Mr. Kojak. Put some AOCs. Put some in AOC's neighborhood. You mother Fs. Can't use her name or letters. Thanks, YouTube. Yeah, I know what you mean. Go ahead. Yeah, put them in there. She'd be like, oh, hey, guys, come on in. Oh, don't worry about my fiance. He's a pussy. No, she wouldn't. She'd be like, security. Like, security, there's some brown people out there, and, like, I don't recognize them. They don't look like Consuela or Juan, who cleaned my house and did my yard. So could you, like, arrest them and, like, get them away from me? They're gross. I mean, I knew Simeon wasn't done. Thank you again for the super sticker, Simeon. Very well. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oi, oi. All right, guys, moving on. Moving on. I think that's it for Anger Blood right now. Oh, shit. I lied. It might be a little bit more. Derek, thank you, man. I didn't, because it's on my phone. If I'm not looking at my phone, I won't see it. For some strange reason. Spun bearing. Hold on, let me get you, man. Well, first, Derek. Thank you, Derek. 2-month membership milestone. I thank you. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate that. Nice profile pic, too. Stay ready. Well, you don't have to get ready. Okay, Spun Bearing, thank you. Says Roxy Sue says thank you to all the Green Nation, wishing her well. Would you rather have Roxy Sue or AOC? Well, not even knowing what Roxy Sue looks like, I would assume that she's less annoying and less horse-toothed than fucking Loco Cortez. You motherfucker. Her womb is so polluted. She can have my fucking baby, man. Simeon, hey, man. I'm mad at you in the least. Thank you for that super sticker, Simeon. Good question, I think. Like Kennedy Socrates came, where you at? Where you at? So, I thought this was going to be it for the Anger Blood, but might have one more. But this might just make you, this might be more of a eye roll, like, fuck, this idiot again. That's what I think this is. I don't think it'll make you so much angry. It might, and if it does, hey, enjoy that Anger Blood. But this is definitely a fucking, oh, you idiot. What do you think it is? Oh, she's so unlikable.
And most recently, they even want to eliminate classes that teach, quote, gender ideology.
Well, of course we do, you stupid son of a bitch, because that has no place in the land of academia. That is poison and nonsense. 15 different genders. Ku Klux trans members. I'm this sexual. I'm a pansexual. I'm a non-sexual. I'm a that sexual. I'm a blue sexual. I'm a red sexual. Who gives a fuck?
Well, so what are we talking about here? Classes that teach women's history? Women's.
You hear that, women? You are on par with gender ideology. Whatever wants to be a woman, whoever wants to be a woman, they can. You don't have your own section anymore. We can all be women now. That's what she's telling me. She just equated gender equality, gender ideology with women's history. Because women, you are going to be history if gender ideology takes hold. And she is a woman. Willie Brown can prove it. His Twinkie's still probably stinky. That's a woman saying that gender ideology is on par with women. We can all be women. Just feel it. Being a woman is a vibe. Ooh, we can thank Macy Gray for that. Ooh. That's right. Macy Gray got up there and said, you know what? Being a woman is a vibe. It's not chromosomes. It's not periods. It's not vaginas. It's not femininity. It's none of that. It's a vibe. You just gotta feel it.
Equality? The study of the fact that there are still only 25 women in the United States Senate in a body of 100? And
if any of those women are like you, thank God it's not more. Thank God it's not more. Could you imagine 50 of her? One of her is bringing this country down. 50?
most recently, they even want to eliminate
Who's they?
classes that teach, quote, gender ideology. Well, so what are we talking about here? Classes that teach women's history? Women's equality? The study of the fact that there are still only 25 women in the United States Senate in a body of 100? And
shut up, you fucking jackass. Maybe I was wrong. That is anger bloodworthy. That woman is a fucking turd in a pantsuit. Absolutely worthless. What czar is she this week? She was border czar. Then she's our AI czar. What does she know about AI? She think that's a rapper she smoked weed to back in 1986 when she was in college. Mr. Comic 2009. He says, I believe in you, bro. You could be the Black Joe Rogan, the Blogan, if you will. Hey, if I can't be Joe Rogan, I'll take his paycheck. I'll take $100 million deal with Spotify right now. Right now. I could do what Joe Rogan does. I'm not saying I'm Joe Rogan, but I could do long form interviews like that, 2-3 hours. That's easy to do. 2-3 hour long interviews are easy because it's not like you have to have all these questions written out that equal 2 or 3 hours of time. You're going to go into an interview with you're going to have some framework of questions, like you want to know this or know that. But once you start asking questions, they're going to, if they're a good interviewee, they're going to expound on things and they're going to say something that's going to create another question, or it's going to take the conversation in another direction. Next thing you know, it's been 20 minutes and you haven't even gotten to your next question. So that shit would be easy. I would love to have that opportunity. Oh. Spunbearing says, thank you. He says, Roxy Sue is a purebred beagle, whereas AOC has no idea whose wad was shot on her behalf. Roxy Sue for congressional whip. Hey, get her in there. I have a feeling she would do much better. Well, then I have to change my answer. Now knowing that Roxy Sue is a dog, I'd have to pick AOC because she's human. But that's the only reason. That woman is a dumb E. What? Like she probably chews gum and says that a lot. What? Ugh. Ugh. Patrick C. Thank you again, brother. He says, make Kamala education czar. Nothing will change. And she wouldn't visit a school. She wouldn't do nothing. You're right. Nothing would change because nothing's changed at the border. And well, it's gotten worse, and nothing's changed with AI. As far as I know, she ain't even talked about it. Oh, damn it. What happened there? Oh. There it is. Mr. Comic 2009, get your ass to work. Hey, tell that to the federal government, please. Get your ass to work. Sorry, sack of shit. I remember on a Tuesday, it was a Tuesday afternoon. Downtown Sacramento, I believe it was in early June. It was nowhere near any kind of holiday or nothing. And the building, the Capitol building, the state Capitol building was empty. There was nothing in session. It was just the staff that was there. There were no politicians. I don't know where the fuck they were. I don't know why they weren't there, but it was kind of weird. I expected the halls to be buzzing with our little elected minions, but probably somewhere having an orgy or some shit. Aaron M says, imagine the stories Willie Brown has. Oh, man, he probably got her to do all kinds of fucking weird shit. He's like, I bet Montel never did it like this. Probably leashes and dog bowls and shit and toys and tools, all kinds of wacky shit. When Willie Brown dies, somebody get me a cell phone. I bet he got some treasures on that bitch. Oh, Derek Marcy, he says, my membership chat. Trying to explain play to my wife. Couldn't find the speech amongst the plethora of Joe's speech fuck-ups. Yeah, good luck with that, man. That's a sea of fuck-ups. If you have the link, could you share it? Yeah, I'm trying to remember what video that was from. Man, I mean, yeah, if somebody has that out there, not only share it with him, share it with me. But yeah, he was doing a speech and he says, I'm not trying to be play. I think to narrow it down, I think he was in front of some black folk. That helps your search. Alien Robot Ghost. Jericho, you need a few different thank you videos, and a random one plays each time. I'll talk to Shant about it. But I think what it is just, people are very generous today. So, you're hearing it a lot more than usual. But I'm not complaining. I'll play that shit 15 more times before we get out of here. But I'll talk to Shant today and see about getting another one. Mix it up a little bit. Alien Robot Ghost. Derek says search play, no results. Yeah, I think that word might only exist here. Tammy A says she'll find it. Derek, she'll find it. Yeah, I think play only exists here. Fucking Kamala, you piece of shiznit. Oh, one more thing I want to talk about. So there's video of some National Guardsmen, and they're along the border, and there's an area where there's a gate. And there's an area in the gate where, or there's an area in the fence where there's a gate, and they're letting the illegals through. And people were jumping on saying, why are they doing this? The soldiers should be jailed. Why obey an unlawful order and all this shit? And I get it. You're not going to blow up your entire career or risk getting in serious trouble to stand up here and be like, I'm not doing it. That's not going to make a difference. I'll get somebody in there to do it who will carry out the order, and you'll be in trouble. And it's not an unlawful order. It might be immoral. No, that doesn't make sense. It is immoral. We shouldn't be doing this, but no one's in danger of getting hurt. And it's a lawful order from their superior because it's coming down from the federal government. But let's check out the video first, and then we'll rap about it. But it still sucks to see. And you'll see the soldier pop up over here. The camera moves over and you'll see a soldier standing here. Here they go. And my questions are, number one, if you have a fence, I mean, why is this here? I just don't understand it. And please, if you know, tell me. But if this is a border fence, why is there a gate? It's not like you need to go over here and do maintenance or something. There's a soldier there. It looks like a female. You see the ponytail. Wait a minute. Is that a ponytail? Yeah, it's a ponytail. You're not supposed to have your ponytail down like that. Anyway, if this is a border fence, then why is there a gate? And there's barbed wire on top, meaning I don't want your fucking ass to hop over here. So why are you letting them over here? I mean, we know why they're letting them over here, but I'm kind of coming to the defense of the soldier because of the way people were piling on him. They were just following their orders, but this still doesn't make any fucking sense. This is a fence to keep one side from getting over to the other side, or it should be that way, from one side getting to the other side. So why are you opening it, letting them through to process them? Keep your fucking ass over here, period. Look at this. She got like a little top on and shit. Hold on. How far do these people come from? Watch the woman at the end right here with the orange bag. Like she has a little top. Like you maybe see a little side boob on there. It's low cut. Girl, what the fuck did you come from? Watch. She stands right here, has an orange bag, and she looks like she's about to go out. Here she comes right here. Got a kid right there. Anchor baby. Look at the top she's wearing. What the fuck, man? So they don't even have to hop over the fence. Look, there's a bus waiting there. To take these people where? Why? Why the fuck are we allowing this? You put a gate here and you're letting the illegals come over with a waiting bus. Why would you do that? Why would you not make these people get in line like all the other countries that don't have the convenience of being right next door to us? Derek Marsick titties. I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. We got armed troops here watching these motherfuckers pour over our border, literally. With a bus waiting. I guarantee you that bus didn't bring the soldiers out there. That's for them. Young men and women coming through. Mostly men. Are they checking them? Anybody sticking a flashlight in their eye, making them go, squat and cough, sticking them, anybody sticking them in their arm with the poke? They shut our fucking country down and our lives down and did unknown amounts of damage to our children, but these motherfuckers get to grab their plastic bags and their titty shirts and come the fuck over to a waiting bus. Why didn't you make them put masks on? Why is that soldier not wearing a mask? Social distancing. Remember that shit? We had to shut down the playgrounds. But here they come. Kenneth Jackson, where's Title 42 when you need it? They let that shit expire. That shit died on the 10th. What in the fuck? This doesn't make any sense. You out of here, Spun Bearing? And you know how much the cartel is making off of this shit? You know how much the cartel is making off of these people? The cartel got them here. Or they paid to get past the cartel. The cartels in Mexico make more money from this than drugs. I thought that's what cartels did. I thought all cartels did was drugs. Human trafficking. That's a big ass payday. And what do you think? How do you think the cartel treats these people? What do you think happens to these women when they come up here? 80% of women who cross the border illegally experience sexual assault. Get this shit out of here. What in the entire fuck is going on here? Thank you, Wet Works. 57 for the Hamilton. 2024 can't come soon enough. Hopefully, it won't be too late. They're doing the best they can to ramp up the fucking damage. Yeah, mental medalist wife. So do the children. Yeah, it doesn't just happen to consenting adult women. It happens to kids too. I'm about to tell you something that's utterly disgusting. No bullshit. It's one of the most foul things I've ever heard of in my entire life. So if you're sensitive, you got a weak stomach, I'll give you a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I read a story last week. I believe I mentioned it here, where a little girl was found or became into custody of the Border Patrol, and she had 67. I think she was 5 or something like that, 2 or 5, really little. She had 67 different strands of DNA in her body. And that's that. King B says, "Why? My thing is, why do we need a passport to go to their country, but they come here for free? Right? But see, if we go into their country, what are we going to do? We're there for vacation. We're contributing to their economy. When they come here, what do? Jack shit. We give them shit. They come here, we give them shit. They ain't produced nothing. They ain't worked. They ain't done shit. We give them free phones, food, clothes, housing, medical care, PlayStation, snacks, fluff and fold laundry service. And they will be here to thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Nancy Anderson. Another 10% for the big guy. Cartels will be more than happy to pay. You damn right they will. I heard somewhere that they make about $50 billion a year off of human trafficking. What's 10% of that? A lot. What's that, $5 billion? Shit, that's a nice little payday. Imagine all the chocolate chip ice cream you can buy with $5 billion. 80% of them. One little girl, 67 different DNAs in her body. That's what's going on. That's what they're allowing to happen. That's what they're waving across the fucking border. That shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting. And Mexico's government, a bunch of bitches anyway. And they want them up here too. No, John, it's $5 billion. $50 billion is what they make. 10% is $5 billion. That's a nice little chunk. And the Mexican government, they want them up here too. Don't think the Mexican government's like, no, wait, stay, no, wait, no, hell no. Hell fuck no. The Mexican government wants them up here too. Why? Because the number one source of revenue for the Mexican government, it's not tourism, it's not a produce, it's remittance. It's their citizens coming up here and sending American money back. And the Mexican government gets a cut off of those wire transfer fees. That's their number one source of income. So why would they want it to stop? Why would it behoove them to help us with our border security? No. They want to flood our border. They want to flood our country because all that, it's like a boomerang. Crikey. Remember we were talking about Australia. It's like a boomerang. Throw them up here and the money will come back. So Mexico's like, hell yeah, get your ass up there. You better take your ass to Los Estados Unidos. But what the fuck do you know? You're just a dumb little taxpayer. Anyway, let's get out of here, people, huh? get out of here. Let's get out of here. Because I need to go back into my home and finish watching Gran Torino because we're breaking it down scene by scene on Double Impact tonight, 6 p.m. Myself, Sean, and Gabe on Gabe's YouTube channel. There it is. I will share the link right now. And then I will pin it to the top. There it is. So there it is. There's the link tonight. Make sure you are there. Tammy A, my man Joe Mello, None the Miser, Spun Bearing, and quite a few others. I usually see you up in that piece. King B, DMW 24/7, whoever it may be. I hope to see you guys over there tonight, 6 p.m. You see the link. Click that bitch and meet me over there. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I thank everybody for their extreme generosity today. I thank everybody for their comments, their questions, their fucking time. Appreciate you all. You were great. I was great. We were great. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net and mygreengear.com. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.